What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? Hopefully good. I'm doing good as well. Doing really good. Sorry, I had a hair on my phone. I wanted to talk about today the medications I was given when I went into a rehab facility. That facility was called Recovery Unlimited. I'm not sure if they have them in different states, but that's the one I went to. And I didn't know exactly what I was doing or getting into. I had never been to a facility like that. I went actually to a different one too, just to get like a second opinion. And they started admitting me. I thought I was just getting like, I don't know, a first checkup to check my blood pressure and to ask questions. But they were admitting me for like a week. And I told them pretty quick, not going to happen, bro. Can't stay here a week or at all. Can't stay here at all. So I went back to the other one and they gave me some stuff called Lucemyra. They gave me, Lucemyra, and they also gave me Hydroxyzine. Okay, so Lucemyra is basically the only FDA approved, not a doctor, nothing to do with that or anything to do with pharmaceuticals. I don't know what I'm talking about. From what I was told, Lucemyra is the only FDA approved drug for opioid withdrawal that is non-addictive, non-narcotic. You know, you take Suboxone or you're taking methadone or whatever else you're taking to get off of opioids. Usually they're also an opioid or a synthetic opioid, but Lucemyra is not. So the first day, my first day making a video on here, you know, however many months that was, I stopped counting, like 6 months or something like that. Later that day, it was about, I don't know, 2 or 3 o'clock. I took my first dose. So the doses are 3 pills 4 times a day. Sounds like a lot. It is a lot. And they're real small pills. Very, very small. So, and you know, they give you a little bottle, but it's full of tiny pills. So you take 3 of them. I took 3 because I was getting real antsy, real anxious. Took 3 and man, just put me on my ass. Tired, very, very tired. And I didn't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing. In my mind, I figured, you know what, cool. I'm tired now. I'll take another dose later and I'll get some sleep. Hopefully. Didn't really happen much, but so I took that maybe around 2 or 3 o'clock. And if my memory serves me right. And then later that evening, I want to say about 5 o'clock, I took the Hydroxyzine. Now, I'm going to look up exactly what Hydroxyzine is. They gave it to me for anxiety. You know, if I'm feeling anxious, Hydroxyzine is used to help control anxiety and tension caused by nervous and emotional conditions. That's what it says on Google. That, believe it or not, actually made me feel a little bit better. It was about 5 o'clock, made me feel better. Lucemyra didn't do anything but make me tired, super tired. And then the Hydroxyzine like kind of chills you out. So that was day 1, took that. And then later that night, I took them both again. Lucemyra, Hydroxyzine. This was before bed, day 1. And I took some other stuff, I think melatonin drops and just, you know, stuff to help me go to sleep. None of it worked at all. That was the worst night. Night 1, anxiety through the roof, restless legs through the roof. I call it restless back. I've spoken about it on here. You know, it's from like the bottom of my feet all the way up to my neck. And you're like just shaking and jerking around. So the medicine didn't do much. I had a bad night. And then the next day I said, well, I'll go back to the first night. For me, it didn't do anything, the medicine, because it just made me so drowsy. It was like, I can compare it to taking maybe a few Benadryl, 3 or 4 Benadryl. That's what it felt like. I took like 3 or 4 Benadryl and then tried to go to sleep. But then the anxiety and restless legs and restless back and all that, it was too much to bear. So it just kept waking me up over and over. Well, I couldn't go to sleep till about, I don't know, 1 in the morning, I want to say. And then, and it wasn't like straight sleep until I woke up. You know, I kept waking up throughout the night. But medicine didn't do much the first night, just made me super drowsy. So the second night, I did not take anything. I took nothing, if my memory serves me correct. Yeah, day 2, I didn't take anything, except I went back to because I had an appointment. Day 2, I had an appointment. I had my appointment before the first day, and then had an appointment the second day. So 2 days later, had an appointment. And that's when they weighed me in at 176 pounds. And now I'm at like 202. Crazy. But went to the appointment, day 2, and she's like, well, what's going on? How did it go? Was it day 2? No, I'm wrong. Day 2 was the next day. And then that night, I didn't take anything. And I slept less, you know. There can be an argument made for the medicine, you know. When I was awake at night, it was much more miserable. But I got some sleep because I think the medicine kicked in and my body was just like, all right, go to sleep. The second night, I took nothing. No medicine, because I said, I'm not doing that again. I'm not going to be super drowsy. So I was up till about 4 in the morning, and then I slept for maybe an hour, and then I jumped right back up. And I was very, very sleepy the whole day. And so you can kind of, you know, choose for yourself. Night 1, I took the medicine, and I was miserable, but I ended up getting some sleep. Second night, took nothing, was not as miserable. The withdrawal symptoms were a lot more manageable because I wasn't so drowsy on the medication, but I didn't get much sleep at all, almost no sleep. Okay, so fast forward to day 3. That's when I had my appointment, day 3. Went back to the clinic, and she asked me, you know, what's going on? Is everything good? And I said, no, I need to sleep. I haven't slept in like 3 days. And, you know, I've gotten like, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours of sleep in the past 3 days, 2 nights. And she said, okay, you need some more sleep. I'm going to prescribe you not a natural sleeping pill, but it's non-addictive, non-narcotic sleeping pill. And that one is called Trazadone. I know I've spoken about these, but I don't think I spoke about all my medication that I took in detail. So that night, I believe the only thing I took was the Trazadone. That was it. Trazadone. And I was still having withdrawal symptoms. You know, it smacks you at night hard. And the days were a little bit better, for sure. So I took the Trazadone that night, and if I'm not mistaken, I was able to get a few hours of sleep, maybe 3 or 4 hours of sleep. Took it that night, and then because I didn't want to get, you know, addicted to it, even though it's non-addictive, your body gets used to you taking that kind of medication, something to help you sleep. So if you take it for a long time and then you stop, you're going to have trouble sleeping, you know. And to me, that's kind of like a withdrawal symptom from that medicine. So I would say you can kind of get addicted to it. I did not want that to happen, but so I think I would take it once, wait a few days, take it again when I felt I needed some sleep. She said, take 2 pills if you really like for it to hit you harder, and then take 1 on a regular day. So I think every few days I would take a pill, or maybe 2. And then I think it was like every other day I was taking a couple sleeping pills. But the reason why I would spread them out is because it did exactly what I said. You know, I would take it one night, it'll help me sleep 4 or 5 hours, if not even that, really, maybe 4. And it was like choppy sleep. You know, you're not getting great sleep. But the next night, sleep was horrible. I couldn't sleep at all, you know. And then if I went a few days without taking any sleeping pill, my sleep would gradually, I noticed my sleep would be a little bit better. So in my mind, if I stopped taking these sleeping pills, which I didn't take them very long at all, you know, I was taking them for maybe a couple weeks here and there, the first couple weeks. And in my mind, I said, you know, yeah, if I keep taking these, there's going to be a point where I'm going to stop taking them, and then I'm going to have trouble sleeping for a while. So I might as well have trouble sleeping now, and my body gradually, naturally get back to its regular sleep, you know. That took a long time. Man, did that take a long time. So I quit in August, and that's kind of my experience with the drugs they gave me. Lucemyra and the Hydroxyzine, didn't take that much at all. I was like day 1 and that was it. Yeah, that's it. Trazadone, I took it a few more times, but I didn't even finish half the bottle, and they didn't even give me that big of a bottle. But yeah, didn't take too much of that either, for the reason I explained. And then sleep, whew, that's the one. It's sleep and then fatigue. You know, of course, those two lasted a while, but the fatigue started going away after about a month. And I'm not like gone away, but started going away. I was fatigued for probably about a month and a half. Every single day. It was a struggle to do stuff. Then I started getting my energy back. And I think it was a mix, you know, sleep starts getting a tiny bit better after about a month and a half, little bit. You're still getting like 4 or 5 hours of sleep every night. It's not great. And you're waking up throughout the night. My experience. Fatigue started going away. And of course, after about a month is when I started hitting the gym heavy. About a month and a half, I was like, I'm hitting the gym for sure. Heavy duty now. So that, you know, I can't preach the gym enough, but that helped me. And, you know, sleep got better little by little. That was the longest lasting symptom, obviously because I dosed so heavy at night. But that was the longest one. Every month, it seemed like I would get like 45 minutes more of sleep, if that, you know. But now I'm sleeping pretty dang good now. I can sleep pretty much the whole night, 7 or 8 hours. Yeah, sleep is great. It's just up to me to get to bed on time, but sleep's good. So I know people ask me, I got a buddy on here, Justin. He had asked me, you know, I'm on day 5. When does this get better? Sleep, he's asking me. It might be a while. It might be a while, brother. But, you know, if we continue to take kratom, we're just prolonging the inevitable, you know. So sometimes you just got to go through some days, weeks, months of suffering. And I mean, it's not nonstop suffering, of course. You know, you get up, go throughout your day. But the nighttime always comes. Sometimes you're staring up at the ceiling, you know, asking yourself, like, why did I get myself into this situation? When is this going to be over? But, man, I tell you, I don't know how long I am because, like I said, I'm not counting. I stopped counting days and months and all that, but it's January 17th today. I quit August 8th of last year, so you do the math. And it's better. My health is better. Relationships better. My job is going better. I mean, everything. My sleep is way better. You know, from the first week I quit until now, so much better. So everything gets better. But again, I'm rambling, but that was my experience with the medication that they gave me.